I'm a fighting champion, so here's what I'm going to do. Tonight, I'm starting the first round of the Neighbor John Front Yard Invitational. And since those two guys weren't worthy of my title, I had to search all over this town for somebody that was worthy to face me. And I found just the guy across town. He just finished up his PhD over at the hospital. Guy I talked to the other day, he said he didn't know how to help himself. He was sitting at a table with his family. And they were all trying to feed each other, but they were starving, but they bought too long of spoons. And they couldn't, the spoons were so long they couldn't get the food in their mouth. And then he went to the neighbor's house, and they had long spoons too. But the difference was that they fed each other. But you know what I do at my house, Cato? I buy a fork. And you can stick a fork in this guy, because he's going to be done. At the end of the day, life is better with a sweater.
God, what a weird dude, man. What a weird situation.
And how many times have I complained to Imagine Management about his abuse of power? Lenny is the most corrupt commissioner, and I got tired of it. So I contacted the State Athletic Commission. I went above Imagine Management, and now they're investigating the corrupt commissioner.
Nobody. So there's just going to be some nice friendly competition between me and the Midnight Flyer to see who's going to win to go against Neighbor John next week for that title.
Daniel, buddy, you were the first to befriend me, and I respect you, and I love you. But you bore the midnight out of me on this microphone. My name is the guru of Guess Who. I am the Midnight Flyer. I am the heir to the throne of Neighbor John Ross and the Imagine Live title. Unfortunately, Daniel, part of earning your stripes, sometimes in wrestling, you have to stand across people you consider friend. We can have friendly competition, but competition it will be.
Treći put ću da postanem vaš Imagine šampion, a Tuna je moja i Bosna je broj 1.
I have other dreams, and I'm gonna tell you what my other dreams are. You know what? They involve the Rad Boyz too. Kato, on top of winning the tag team titles, I'm done wrestling, Kato. I want to seriously injure the Rad Boyz.
Lucio, all you had to do to get it to stop them was to beat me clean in the ring 1, 2, 3. And you can't even do that. So what do? You get the Athletic Commission involved. I can't really say much more about that. I'm not allowed to speak about that. We'll have more information coming up.
We have a match coming up with the King's Court. The Watch. I don't know why they want to seriously injure us to a degree that they can't say on air, because we are perfectly okay with that being said on air, because we can fight the Watch any day of the week, whether it be here on a Saturday show anywhere across Pennsylvania or in the world.
Still, you can hear both guys breathing so hard. This has been a fight to this point. You know, you can't underestimate. Oh, was he going to punch him? Is he going to punch him in the jaw? Nope. I like it. He didn't do it. Oh! A little bit of fire out of Daniel Exotic now. Things are starting to heat up. Both guys realizing what's at stake. Both guys are getting tired. Chop for chop, shot for shot. Wow, who would have saw this coming? Able to back up the Flyer with a couple of shots. Caught him with a back elbow. Going up to the top rope again. This is where the Flyer thrives. Oh, no. Oh. He's hurt, man. Flyer's hurt. Daniel's there to check on his friend. A mistake by Daniel Exotic. A little bit of gamesmanship, man. Let's see how Daniel Exotic feels about this one. I bet he's not going to be real happy about it. Let's see what he does here. All right, this is interesting. Longtime friends here. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that, Kato.
A lot on the line, though, man. A lot on the line.
Okay, it's all good. It's all good.
There you go. Beautifully wrestled match by both guys. I like to see that handshake at the end. And what is this guy doing here? What are you doing, man?
I love handshakes. Every good meeting should start with a handshake. Tell you what, how about we do a double handshake? Yeah.
All right, there you go. Handshake. Just what everybody needs. Oh! Double crusher. There you go. You saw the good neighbor win with that crusher earlier. Let's see how he likes the double crusher.
Boom, baby. We're live, all the way live. It is Wednesday. You know what that means. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. I'm loving life. I hope that you can say the same. I actually am feeling better, man. I was a mess last week. My voice didn't hardly make it through the show, but I really do feel good tonight, man. I'm the whole way better, and as a result, the show's going to be better tonight. Yeah. I think it's going to be a really good show. We got a lot to talk about, a lot to cover, 2 big matches. But before we get to that, if you haven't done it already, it really helps us if you click that thumbs up button, you hit that like button, and when you have time, I wouldn't necessarily say you got to do it right now, but at some point maybe give the show a share and let everybody know that you're part of the Imagination and the more tightly knit Imagine family. So we can't do this without you, and we're forever grateful for everyone that takes time out of their day and out of their life to watch us here on Wednesday night for 45 minutes to 55 minutes, somewhere in there. I don't know how long it'll be. We never know. We never know how long these matches are going to last. We never know how long Neighbor John's going to run at the mouth. I mean, these are the things that affect the time on these shows. Some of these guys just talk, and other guys, boom, right to the point. That's what I like. But, you know, it is what it is. Some of these guys are a little annoying. I just want to talk real quick about what's going to be going on tonight. So if you haven't read it already, we got 2 big matches. First and foremost, coming up, I see Midnight Flyer's already in the ring, man. He's ready to fight. We haven't seen the coach or Neighbor John yet, but the Flyer, man, he's ready to fight because tonight he's got a shot at that Imagine Live title against the champion, the good Neighbor John Ross. So I'm excited for that one.
Match, yeah.
And then for the first time ever on a Wednesday night here, we have our first ever 6-man tag. We're going to see the wildly popular, over everywhere they go, the Rad Boys teaming up with the exotic one, Daniel Exotic. They're going to be going against the team of Chris Coleman, the world beater, his partner, Malachi Gage, originally set to be the Alpha Rick Matthews. Rick Matthews unable to attend tonight. In his place, one of your favorite people, Lucio Deveer. So it's, irregardless, this should be a great fight. I'm looking forward to this one. Unique circumstances, a 6-man tag. Of course, we're going to hear from, I had mentioned before too, we're going to hear from the coach in interview segment, and the Imagine heavyweight champion Bill Collier sent words in tonight about his upcoming match on April 9th. I always like to hear from the champion, man, the best wrestler in the world. So it's exciting to hear from him. Tonight, we want to briefly talk about Volume 26. That's coming up on April the 9th, just 10 days away now. Yeah. And if you hadn't heard online, VIP tickets, once again, sold out. There will be general admission still available online up for another 9 days. And then after that, you'll be able to pick up general admission tickets at the door. I can't tell you enough how grateful we are to have such an amazing Imagine family and even a larger imagination. Every show now, the VIP tickets are selling out. It's a hot act and a hot ticket. And, you know, guys like the Flyer and the Rad Boys and Bill Collier, yourself, people can't wait to see these guys come out through the curtain. It's pro wrestling in an old school way at its absolute best. There's never been I mean, this is coming from a guy who loved KCW, but there's never been better wrestling in this area than what there is right now at Imagine Wrestling. It's fantastic. So So if you haven't done that already, go ahead, think about getting those tickets so you can get general admission online. It saves you some time in line. More people get them online. The quicker the lines go, the more people get in. Of course, we want to talk about our official sponsor for Volume 26. That's Frank and D's. They're just over town. They're at 2327 6th Avenue, not far from here. They have daily drink specials, and they have happy hour food specials, including burgers and fries, chili dogs, and my absolute favorite. This is not a joke, I could eat wings 4 days a week. I love wings, man. Hot wings, barbecue wings, Parmesan garlic wings. I love wings. That's no joke, man. I love wings. So if you're over there, you're over on 6th Avenue, you want to check out some good wings, some good drink specials, Frank and D's is the place to go. We appreciate them. As DC Bentley would say, our freedom fighters, man, they're the ones that help bring Imagine Wrestling to the area consistently. I don't want to waste any more time, man. I'm excited. I see the good neighbor John Ross has finally made his way, and I have no idea what they're doing over here. But let's go ahead and head to the ring right now. Gelman, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's start off right now with the challenger. First, from location unknown, weight unknown, he is the Midnight Flyer. Yes, sir. His opponent, he is accompanied by the coach, Lance Payne. He is the current reigning and defending Imagine Live champion. He is the good neighbor, John Ross. There he is, looking like an idiot with these crutches, but looking very dapper in his yellow outfit tonight.
Yeah.
Very Big Bird-like.
Dapper's the word for it. Yeah, we'll call it that.
So here we are, man. This is a big match here to start the show. Bright and early we're getting to this match. 7:12, we're getting to our first match.
And it's a title match.
Title match early in the show. We got a little bit.
That just tells you how big this six-man match is later on tonight.
Yeah, man. Either one of these matches could have main evented tonight.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, I don't blame him, man.
Midnight Flyer getting it started hot.
Making fun. The Flyer, you don't want to make a joke of this guy, man. These guys are trying to act a fool, and that's what they get. I'm glad to see it. You rough him up. A little bit of hockey punches now underneath.
The Flyer's showing he definitely wants his title tonight.
Here you go. You're seeing referee Darren making his debut tonight as a referee. So, it's sort of curious what kind of factor that is. See what what he brings as a refereeing style. He's been training for a little while as a referee here, but he's sort of letting guys go right now. You see him against the ropes. He shouldn't be fighting against the ropes. There should be some sort of break here, but Darren letting him go, that's for sure.
At the same time, I can't really yell at him for that, Cato. It is a title match. We got to give it a little bit of leeway.
I understand.
Nothing dirty going on at this point.
Well, I mean, guys fighting against the ropes, they should be away from the ropes. You know me, man. I'm a big stickler for the rules. I understand. I like the very traditional values when it comes to rules. I feel like guys should be fighting inside the ring. I understand the hatred between these guys. There's no love lost, and it's nice block by the Midnight Flyer, that punch. This one's been nothing but a fight to this point. We saw the Flyer sort of wrestling a bit last week. This one's been nothing but a fight to this point. Up and over goes the Flyer. Nice offense there.
I feel like the Flyer had a little bit more respect for his opponent last week than he does for this opponent.
Yeah, man. He does not enjoy the antics of Mr. John Ross. I mean, does anybody enjoy the antics of this guy? Setting him up, going for a bit of a gut buster there. Perhaps a gut-wrench suplex, but it was blocked. Back and forth and back and forth. A lot of back and forth. No one's clearly got any type of advantage to this point.
Yeah, I like this back and forth action. This is the kind of wrestling I want to see.
Caught the boot as he came in. Let's see what the good neighbor John Ross does with it. The Flyer finds a way out. I thought maybe the Flyer was in trouble whenever he got a hold of that boot. Sets him up. Big cross body block. Beautifully done.
He couldn't capitalize, though. If he might have been able to do something with a quick pin there.
Just a tad bit too much momentum. There's the coach getting involved. Come on. And he pulls him down by the hair. Good grief, man.
And there's the inexperience of our referee.
Yeah, man, he definitely missed that hair pull. And the coach, instrumental, man. I'm not sure if the referee knew what to do with that situation. He was looking right at it, didn't disqualify him, and I felt like that could have been a disqualification.
Yeah, he's letting a lot go tonight.
Yeah.
Put your right foot in. Put your right foot out.
Great. Wow, did you hear? You could hear that shot from here, man. He caught him hard right in the bottom of those ribs. Not a lot of meat to protect you in the ribs, man, no matter what your size is, sort of exposed. And he got him hard right under the left armpit on the ribs. And he's working over that middle section.
He's working the flyer over hard in that corner.
Again, referee letting it go, not doing any counts in the corner. Working him over in the corner, sort of just getting mugged here at this point is the flyer. Again, sound strategy here by the coach and neighbor John Ross. They've been taking it pretty well to the flyer. There's no doubt about it. Coach is not happy about that count. I'll tell you what, I'm not happy about the lackadaisical approach to the rules here at this point.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to spend a little more time. And I think this, to be honest, greatly benefits the neighbor John Ross.
Yeah,
clearly. You know, you have an inexperienced referee, not quite ready to assert himself in these corner spots, and maybe this little bit with the coach earlier on.
And being brand new, I'm sure he doesn't realize his authority in this ring.
He absolutely does not. So, and that's been evident to this point. Oh, tough, hard shot to the kidney area there, man. That's a spot you don't want to get hit in, that's for sure. Tell you what, if you've been hitting the kidneys, as you and I both have, I mean, you want to take a shot in the upper back long before you want to take a shot in the lower back. Neighbor John been hitting the ring lately. You can see he's lost a few pounds since he's become the Imagine Live champion for a third time. And picking up some strength as well. I know he's been training over here across town at the gym. Boy, I can't remember his name. It's just right across the street from our dojo over here. Working out with his coach over here, trying to get in a little better shape.
Get your filthy hands off my sweater!
I mean, that was a shot. The flyer is taking all he's going to take and isn't going to take anymore. Headbutt right in the middle of the forehead here. Just lines him up, trying to build some momentum. Caught him with an elbow. This is patented flyer hippie. Flyer offense. Ducks underneath the line, picks him up, got him in the fireman's carry position. Straight elbow shot. Come on, get the coach down. He shouldn't be up there. Get him down. Oh, come on, he ripped the mask right off of him. Come on, man. This is the stuff that we got to deal with consistently out of these two guys. This is the stuff we got to deal with consistently. And running away like a thief in the night. They know they stole it. They know they stole it. It's ridiculous. Get out of here, Big Bird. I'll tell you what, man. That was an interesting situation there, huh?
Yeah. I think our referee needs a little bit more work.
Yeah, I think that neighbor John and the coach took advantage of a bad situation.
Yes.
And I think they should be ashamed of themselves.
Yes.
Can we all agree on that? I think
Yeah.
I'd love to hear what the imagination has to say. I think that, I think they should be ashamed. So, tell you what, though, I'll tell you a guy who's never ashamed, a guy who's always proud and carries the banner of Imagine Wrestling in the most eloquent and experienced way. Let's hear right now from the champion, big time Bill Collier.
Hello, Imagination. My name is Oscar Maverick, and I am here with your Imagine World Heavyweight Champion, big time, Bill Collier. Now, big time on April 9th, you have a triple threat match against the Bosnian Bonebreaker, Tito Orich, and the world beater, Chris Coleman. My question to you is, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't have any thoughts on it. What do I have to think about? Two of the biggest monsters in Imagine Wrestling couldn't settle their beef between each other, so they're going to spill over into my match and try to settle it with me and become the Imagine Heavyweight Champion. I'll line up all the monsters, just like we always do, and I'm going to knock them out, just like I always do. One monster, two monsters, doesn't make a difference, because I'll show them both in Bosnian and United States what time it is.
Tell you what, man, Bill Collier not mixing words. He's in for quite a challenge. Of course, Tito Orich, the Bosnian Bonebreaker, and part 3 of that triple threat, Chris Coleman, the world beater. He's here a little later on tonight, so we're going to hear from Chris Coleman. First and foremost, though, let's not lose any time here. I see him over here gloating. Yeah, you told me, all right. Here he is, the good neighbor John Ross. All right. Yeah. Wait. Aren't you a little ashamed of yourself?
Why would I be ashamed?
Whoa! All right. I think the point has been proved here. So, you definitely, let me fix your situation here. So they ripped your mask off, trying to embarrass you. You got this big match coming up in 10 days with them. What's going to happen here on April the 9th? Last man standing.
Neighbor Johnny, normally I would say you're in for one long, strange trip, but anytime I see you, it gets stranger. April 9th, is that the date? Yeah. April 9th. Count the days, my friend. I'm coming. I'm going to disturb the peace in the neighborhood, and I'm coming 100% healthy.
There you go. You heard from the flyer. Not in a great mood after what happened here. Of course, you know, this is the MO of the neighborhood, always trying to pull some sort of nonsense. Guys who's had to deal with the neighborhood quite a few times here. Let's go ahead and bring them in right now because they got a bit of a task with the neighborhood tonight. We got our new Imagine Tag Team Champions, Braden Elliott, Jake Wiley. They're accompanied tonight with their partner doing typical Tiger stuff. It's Daniel Exotic. Let's go ahead and hear from the Rad Boys. How do you feel about tonight? How do you feel about April 9th?
Well, Cato, Imagination, Radicals across the world. Tonight, the Rad Boys, Daniel Exotic, we take on the neighborhood again. Wait, I thought it was supposed to be Alpha. I wanted to punch him in the face. But tonight, guys, we're going to have a rad time.
You know, Radicals, the Rad Boys are going to be in the house on April 9th. The match that has been signed after we laid out the challenge. King's Court, the Watch versus the Rad Boys in a triple threat match. And you know, Jake, there's two types of people in this world. There's those who keep grinding and grinding and grinding to be the best. That's what we are. And then there's the people who they think twice. They get punched in the face. They get knocked down, and the world steps on them. Well, we're those guys who grind and grind and grind and grind because we've went to multiple states. We've seeked out the best. We've wrestled the best. We've beat the best. To be the best, we will not be denied anymore. The Rad Boys are on top now as the tag team champions. And all four of you, the two teams in this match that we have to defend these titles against, they're the types of people that they thought twice because they sat back at Volume 25. They saw the underdogs of the whole thing win the whole thing, and they said, oh no. They questioned whether or not they wanted to be in the tag team division. Now it's time for them to get punched in the face, stepped on, and let the world just keep stomping on them. Rad Boys on top. But on April 9th, Volume 26, most importantly, Rad Boys in the house!
There you go, Daniel Exotic and the Rad Boys, all sort of fired up. They got a big six-man tag coming up later on tonight. I can't wait to see that one. Let's go ahead and bring it at this time. The mood's certainly about to change. As you're well aware, We've heard from the Athletic Commission, and I'm going to break the news because to everyone here, you are already well aware. You've been suspended for April 9th based on some of the things it's basically an investigation.
Yeah.
They want to know what's going on. The Athletic Commission has an investigation posed against you.
Based on the accusations laid out by Lucio Deveer, I have been suspended. I am not allowed to wrestle April 9th, and I am not allowed to be the acting commissioner April 9th. But not just that, at this point, they've given me no end date. I don't know when the suspension is up. They will tell me something as soon as the investigation is over. I don't know.
Yeah, man, it's frustrating for all of us. We've always been sort of a group of athletes and men that handle stuff within our own sort of realm here. And I can tell you that the locker room in particular is not very happy with Lucio Deveer. We'll talk to him a little bit later. Let's go ahead and bring in at this time the man who is the top contender to the Imagine Heavyweight title. He's got a big match coming up on April 9th. I'll tell you what, man, I commend you. We've all known you as a strong man, a tough man. Recently, you've lost nearly 50 pounds. You're in the best shape of your life. How do you see this helping you or hindering you on April 9th in this three-man match?
How does this help me going into a triple threat match? The cardio absolutely has to happen. Has to increase my cardio. I'm going against not one but two competitors, and two very big, strong, powerful competitors. Bill Collier, the top of the heap, the Imagine champion, the Bosnian bone breaker. You know, I've got a tough challenge against me. But you know what? I've always had tough challenges against me. Lifting up cars, pulling trucks, lifting Atlas stones. It's all heavy, hard work. So I put in the hard work. I've gotten bigger and stronger and leaner in these last 6 weeks, preparing myself for matches like this. So Bosnian Bone Breaker, you took your best shot at me and couldn't put me down. Bill Collier, no one knows you better than me. So there's a real good chance that that title is coming home with me.
There you go. Chris Coleman looking lean, looking tough. One thing he failed to mention, these neighborhood guys are not to be trusted, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Bill Collier have his hands full in more than one way. Let's go ahead. Unfortunately, allocated time. Yeah, rarely a good mood here. I'm sure you've heard some of the murmuring now. The general locker room's not real happy with you. I think what you did was kind of a punk move.
You know, I warned all of Imagine management about Big Lenny's abuse of power, being a corrupt commissioner. So I went above Imagine management, and I did what I said I was going to do, and I got him suspended indefinitely. I don't have to worry about him screwing me over. I don't have to worry about his abuse of power, because I did it. The State Athletic Commission is investigating, and they know that I have a reason to be upset. They know how corrupt he is, and that's why we don't have to worry about seeing the corrupt commissioner April 9th, or if all goes well, we don't have to worry about seeing him at all. I will rid Imagine of the commissioner permanently. And now I've already done it. The State Athletic Commission has suspended him, and he's gone. I said, welcome to my nightmare. Well, now you're in it.
Yeah. The other thing I mentioned is, maybe he can't step in a ring, but he can find you in a parking lot and beat your ass. I'm just putting that out there. Let's talk at this point now, at this time. Let's go ahead and bring him to the area here now. He is one of the members of the Watch. He has a big title match coming up on April the 9th. Himself, and the Alpha are part of a triple threat tag team match for the Imagine Tag Team Champions, former tag team champions. How do you guys get back to where you want to be tag team champions against the white hot Rad Boyz right now?
How doesn't matter. We're going to do the same thing we've always done. Because Saturday, April 9th, we have to take on not one, but two tag teams in a triple threat tag team match. So let's take a run through our opponents. Team number 1, the King's Court, Alexander Apollo, Mambo Italiano. You've climbed your way to the top using every trick in the book, and I respect that. But the Watch has seen it all. We know every trick you will throw at us. I dare you to get in our way, and we'll show you exactly what the Watch is about. Team number 2, the Rad Boys. It's no secret. You know, I know, the idiots behind the camera know we have history. And we know as well as they do, you can't beat us. On April 9th, the story is told the same. The Watch beat the Rad Boys. The Watch beat the King's Court. The tag team championships are for the Watch.
All right, there you go, man. I got to tell you, man, I'm looking forward to this one. Sort of a unique concept. 3 teams fighting for 1 pair of tag team title belts. Should be a fun night on April 9th. Last but not least, our final interview here tonight against, so you got a bunch of signs again. You got your whistle, you got your neck brace. Come on in. Oh, great, the whistle. What I needed to hear tonight. Coach Lance Payne, what's on your mind? You asked for this time. Let's see what you got to say.
I tell you what's on my mind. But the first thing first, everybody needs a little bit of whistle, right?
Great.
But enough of that. I am so happy today. I've came here with good news because, you know, everybody's been watching Imagine Live from the dojo for what, over a year and a half? And for the past year and a half, I've done nothing but try to make you people realize that this stupid, dirty, stinking hippie broke my neck. Right? My neck is broke. That's the truth. That's being 100 right there, right? And then I spent a lot of time this past year trying to get that dirty, stinking, lying, disgusting hippie banned. I accomplished that. I also got the Power Driver banned. And I tried to make everybody realize how unfair I was being treated. I even took it upon myself to unmask the Midnight Liar. But I forgot the reason why I became the manager of the neighborhood. I took so much time thinking about myself instead of thinking about my neighbors, the big picture. My goal was to become the greatest coach ever, just like the greatest NBA coach, what's his name, Phil Kottman, whatever. And then the NFL best coach, Will Belichick, right? My name will be remembered right along with all the best coaches, because right in front of my eyes, I had gold sitting right there. I could have helped push the Watch. They could have still been Imagine Wrestling Tag Team Champions right now. But you know what? That is what my next sign is going to say. Coach Lance Payne has came to Imagine Wrestling to be the best coach, the best manager of champions. Currently, we have the great neighbor, John Ross, who's Imagine Dojo champion. The Watch, after April 9th, will be, again, tag team champions. And then let's not forget about the world crusher, Chris Coleman, the #1 contender. Bill, your time is up. The neighborhood is taking over.
There you go. I'd like to disagree with him. The Watch, Chris Coleman, neighbor John, all have possibilities to be champions after April 9th. So let's go ahead and see what happens. At this time, I want to take a few minutes. Let's go ahead, check out. If you haven't seen the video before, I love this video. It's one of my favorite ones we've ever done. It's going to tell you all about who we are as a brand. Let's go ahead. Gelman, play that video. Tell you what, man. It's the videos like that. We've made a few of them over the last 3 years. It's my favorite thing, man. I think that sometimes us as wrestlers, and I say us, I mean, I'm retired now, but sometimes we're so close to it, we lose track of what's really important, and that's the people that have plunked down their money to have a good time, forget about their worries, and help kids, man, inspire kids to be great. And every time we go out there, that's our goals here, man. That's what I talk about in the locker room before the shows. That's what everybody talks about. You know, let's help people forget their worries, forget about the problems of the day, of the week, and remember that, you know, kids is why we do this, man. We're trying to be a positive influence. That's why, you know, I know sometimes we joke around here on Wednesday nights, and there's some. The occasion, it's been a minute now, the foul language drops out from time to time, but we try not to. We're trying to be genuinely good PG entertainment that you don't have to be ashamed for your kids to watch. So, and that matters to me. It's really super important.
Absolutely, me as well.
So, hey, and we both got grandkids now. I want them to be able to tune on Imagine Wrestling and not be weirded out by what's going on.
Yeah.
Again, I want to quickly mention two more things, and then looks like the six-man tag is almost ready to go here, so we don't want to lose too much time on this. Frank and D's over on 6th Avenue. If you haven't checked them out, check out their daily drink specials. Check out their happy hour specials. Love those wings. I want to talk about the fact that we made it to 1,000 subscribers.
It's a big deal.
Actually, it is, man. It's funny. You know, it's sort of been a long-term goal. We've been working at it as a team here, trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers. And it's been a big climb. So we hit that last Wednesday night after the show went off the air. And then, so we had to apply for the process and jump through all these hoops. And then finally, Monday morning at around 10 o'clock, we got the email that we were actually approved and monetized. And the only goal, I mean, in all honesty, like personally, I have two goals. I would love to see the rent on this building paid from these shows. That would be amazing. And then after that, like every time you see these guys fight on a Wednesday night, they're doing it for the love of wrestling. Like they get no pay to come in here on Wednesday night. They're doing it because they love wrestling. They love entertaining our audience. They do it for that reason. You know, this isn't WWE. This isn't AEW. You know, these guys are not getting rich off this stuff, but they're doing it because they love it. And hopefully, I think some of them would like to get to a stage where they can make money. But it'd be nice that if we could make enough money to pay the rent, and then just give these guys enough to get a meal on a Wednesday night after they wrestle. That'd be outstanding. That's the goal. And it's going to take a lot more subscribers and a lot more time invested in watching and growing the channel, but it's a super important first step, and I can't thank you guys enough, because without you guys sort of you know, helping us out the way you have, getting us to the subscriber total that we need, we would have never got there. We found out how much we made on that first day.
It's a big amount. I'm shocked.
Yeah, it is shocking. We made total revenue for Monday, which was March 28th. That's the only day we've got a report for so far. March 28th, we made 70 cents. So it's a long climb to get from here to paying the rent and paying these guys to come in here on Wednesday. But it's a step.
It's a step in the right direction.
It's a step in the right direction. So there's 70 cents from you guys just watching a few commercials along the way.
Can you buy a pack of gum for that anymore?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't know if they make 70-cent gum anymore. Can't buy a candy bar for 70 cents.
No.
No, you cannot. So I'll tell you what, let's not lose any more time. Oh, April 9th, right around the corner.
General admission still available.
General admission still available. That's the biggest way to help us out. These guys that you see on Wednesday night, if you love them, buy their merchandise, buy a T-shirt, buy a wristband, buy whatever you can afford. It does help them continue to work on building and living their dream. So speaking of guys building and living their dream, let's head to the ring, man. Let's head to the ring right now. All right, it is time for six-man tag action. First, accompanied to the ring by the coach, Lance Payne. First, he is the Side Show Psycho, Malachi Gage.
Can you say that 3 times fast?
I doubt it. I barely could get it out once. His first partner, he is the #1 contender to the Imagine heavyweight title. He is the world beater, Chris Coleman. And finally, rounding out this trio, he is the Enigma, Lucio Deveer. Their opponents. First, they are the current reigning and defending Imagine Tag Team Champions. First, all that Braden Elliott. Banging Jake Wiley. They are the Rad Boys. Their partner from Missouri. He is the exotic one, Daniel Exotic. There you go, man. 6-man tag action.
Should be exciting.
Should be exciting, man. I love 6-man tag matches. I love them, man. A lot of arms and legs and heads flying in different direction. Could get real violent real quick. This is, here we are, referee Mike Zeke in the ring for this one.
Yeah, it's a little bit more experienced here. A little bit more experienced.
All right. Both guys sort of, I mean, this is the genesis of it right here. I'll tell you this much. I fully expect these two guys are going to be fighting each other forever. If there's ever been genuine, real hatred in a wrestling match, this is it. These two guys do not like each other. They have been at each other's throats since day one. They were both here the very first day this school opened, and there's been nothing but animosity, nothing but fist fights that I've had to separate. These two guys do not like each other, and I don't know that that's ever going to change.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think it will.
It's been back and forth. Who's better? I mean, who do you say at this point is better? Sure, win-loss record, Malachi Gage has all the upside in this. I cannot remember one clean victory, though, that he's had. I know that, he's never lost to Braden Elliott, but I don't think he's ever beat him clean.
Yeah, I believe you're correct on that. I've never seen, I don't know that I recall seeing him beat him clean.
A little bit of back and forth. Both guys outstanding wrestlers. Here we go. Rad Boys showing that continuity, that tag team wrestling that they're well known for. And here comes Daniel Exotic, man. This match starting out quick, man. I love it. I love it, man. Good, solid tag team wrestling. One guy in, one guy out very quickly, very efficiently. These guys have clearly worked out a good strategy, and I know he doesn't like me to say it because he likes to be crazy and wild out there, but I would not be surprised if this is the planning of Jake Wiley. Very smart guy when it comes to figuring out strategy on how to get a win in a wrestling match.
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Braden Elliott locking that arm in.
This is the technician of the ring right now, guy. He is so good, so smooth in that ring, and he's really found himself in this Rad Boy situation. These interviews that he's been having lately, he is killing it, time in and time out, man. Braden Elliott is on fire. This guy is pure magic. Oh, he goes for an arm drag. Too big, too strong is Chris Coleman. Sets him up, going for a head scissors, knocks him off balance. Into the corner goes Chris Coleman. Splash in the corner. Tag to Daniel Exotic. Grabs the headlock. I'm not sure this is the strategy I would have taken. I think despite the weight loss, I still think you're better off to attack Chris Coleman's midsection.
Yeah, or his wheels. You got to go for the knees or something like that.
This is a mistake. This is a mistake. Oh, come on. He clubbed him from behind.
Come on, Mike.
And again, we talk about the planning of Jake Wiley. I don't think you can underestimate the planning of a very smart coach, Lance Payne.
Yeah.
We question his honesty, but you can't question his strategy. The guy has found a way to make winners out of the neighborhood.
Yeah. Very intelligent man. You
Whoa.
can't deny that.
Big chop there out of Lucio Deveer. I think that in this match, Lucio Deveer is sort of the wild card. You know, the other guys, Malachi Gage, Chris Coleman, have relationships with the coach. I think that if Lucio Deveer falls in lines, follows directions from the coach, this is going to be a tough trio to beat.
True, but with him not being quite on the same page, could he be the weak link of this team?
Could be.
I think he is.
Yeah, well, that could be just a personal judgment call as well. The other thing you can't discount is the size difference. The smallest guy on the neighborhood side is still quite a bit larger than the biggest guy on Team Rad Boy Exotic.
Yeah, that's something you can never. There's no substitution for size.
As you know, man.
Yeah.
Being a guy that's 6'4", 280, you've used your size to great advantage. Now, you're an extraordinary puncher, which has helped you quite a bit as well.
Well, whenever you have hands the size of baseball mitts,
yeah,
you might as well use what you got.
Yeah, man. I've been hit by those punches. I know that they're a nightmare. The hardest I've ever been hit is by you. So thank God we're on the same side now. Sets him up. He's going for some sort of backbreaker. What's Chris Coleman?
Wow.
Took his head off with that one. This is, I don't like his affiliation with the neighborhood, but I'll tell you this. I like the style of Chris Coleman.
Oh, yeah.
Never gets in a hurry, doesn't make mistakes, uses what he has to the best of his ability, which is that extraordinary strength. There's been very few guys that I've ever met in the wrestling business as strong as Chris Coleman. I'm thinking, maybe Brock Singleton, if anybody remembers him.
Oh, yeah.
And, not discounting Bill Collier, who's a strong man in his own right, I might give the advantage in strength to Chris Coleman.
Yeah.
A competitive strongman. I mean, he's been there. He does it. I'm not sure that was a legal pin. He had already tagged out, so refereeing a little suspect tonight. Maybe it's time to grab these referees by the ear and...
Yeah.
We do, as always, appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. We got a lot of viewers right now. If you haven't done it already, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. That helps pushes us up in the algorithm. And, share the word. Once this show's over, go ahead and give it a share on Twitter and Facebook. Let everybody know that you're part of the Imagine family and even a part of the even a larger imagination, which at this point stretches from Reynoldsville to Altoona to Houtsdale to Johnstown. We've been to Blairsville. We've been a lot of places. Houtsdale, Hastings. We've been a lot of places.
Yeah.
So we plan on hitting all those spots again.
Yes, absolutely.
You can't discount the Enigma. Knows his way around the ring. Knows how to get dirty. This has been a physical beating that Daniel Exotic has taken. More than I think any one man would want to take from three guys.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that any guy wants to take any amount of beating from three guys, but
well, the thing about being in a tag team, as you and I know, because we've been in teams, we've been a team together. Ultimately, one guy generally has to sacrifice his own well-being so that the other guy can come in and clean house.
Yeah.
Get the other team tired. Look at this Jake Wiley, man. He is a ball of fire. Oh, and he is cut off quickly. Man, oh, man. I thought he had something going here. Come on now. There you go.
Just an absolute mugging on Jake Wiley.
This, I thought maybe there'd be some momentum build here. Catches him. Beautifully executed side slam. And not quite able to get the pin, but boy, that was closer than what you like at this point in the match. Wiley's in trouble.
I seen a guy once upon a time win a lot of matches with that.
Of course, yes.
2, 3, 4.
The secret, I've always felt like there's sort of three ways to win a match. You can get a guy to tap out, which generally more often than not, is the hardest way to win a match.
Yeah, absolutely.
The other ways to win a match is you can get a guy off balance, catch him in a surprise, a la small package schoolboy. My favorite ways were get a guy to hit his head, get confused, catch him in a 1-2-3, or knock the wind out of him.
Yeah.
Hard to kick out if you've lost your wind. Beautifully executed to the back of the head. Look at this offense out of Jake Wiley. Trying to create some space so he can get a tag. Oh, he went for a big boot. Split drill. Tag. Waiting for somebody to come. Ducks 2 shots. Oh, what a clothesline. And another one.
Give him another one.
Man, oh man, those are good clotheslines. Oh, ducked out of the way. Lucio Deveer smashed in the corner. The #1 contender, the world beater, in all kind of trouble here. There you go. Setting him up. Daniel Exotic looking for a big dive. Coleman catches him. Looks like they're going in. Oh, he planted him hard. Coach again interfering in the situation.
You shouldn't be hurting her. Get down. Let's go. You shouldn't be up here.
Oh, straight left hand. Caught him right on the ear. Big sit-down style choke slam. And that is it. The guys took advantage of the 3-on-1 situation. Man, oh man. Wow, these guys look dominant. What does that mean for April 9th? Man, oh man. The Rad Boyz and Daniel Exotic, they were mugged tonight. I mean, absolutely mugged. What a confident look. As well they should be. Lucio Deveer, Malachi Gage, Chris Coleman.
Come on, why don't you come here, big man? Come on. Come on.
Rad Boyz still wanting more. Picking up Daniel Exotic. Looks like they've accomplished all they want to accomplish. Man, oh man, that was holy cow, man.
Yeah.
That was, I'll tell you what, those guys got mugged tonight, Daniel Exotic and the Rad Boyz.
Yeah, they did.
What does that mean for April 9th?
Could be interesting. I don't know. I won't be there.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can get that situation resolved very quickly. Who knows? Maybe it'll just be one show and we're back to normal. The Athletic Commission historically doesn't like pro wrestling, and it moves very slowly. So I'm hoping that we can get this situation resolved very quickly, but no promises or guarantees. The only promise and guarantee I will make, April 9th is going to change the entire dynamic of Imagine Wrestling forever. Believe me when I say that you do not want to miss April 9th. I don't make promises and I don't make guarantees, but I will say this is when you're going to want to stay to the end. It's going to be a hell of a night. Going to be a hell of a night. I'll tell you all about it as soon as it's over. And then we can get back to you beating the snot out of Lucio Deveer.
Maybe.
I hope. We'll figure it out, man. I'll tell you what, this has been a great show tonight. I appreciate the sheer volume of people that tuned in. I can't wait to read your comments right now. Again, if you haven't got your tickets, get your tickets for April 9th. General admissions, all that's left right now. And then take some time, give it a thumbs up, the video, if you haven't done it already. Give it a share, Twitter, Facebook, however you share your information. We thank you guys for tuning in. We can't wait to see you next Wednesday night. We'll have a full card for you for April 9th coming up next Wednesday night. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you in 7 days.